Today we're creating a workflow template. Each project needs at least one workflow template. The template defines the sequence of steps and the rules for the workflow and must be created before starting a workflow. These rules are usually based on standardised project procedures and agreed with other project stakeholders. Let's begin. Select the Workflows menu and choose Template. We'll give the template a name and description, using widely accepted terminology to help us find it later. The details entered in the workflow note appear on the workflow transmittal and document review page, so let's make sure it provides useful instructions for the reviewers. Now we'll set important attributes that define the behaviour of the workflow. The review status sets are the possible outcomes of a step, such as approved or rejected, and these are defined by the project administrator. Next, we'll choose how the final outcome of the review is decided. Final step outcome means the lead reviewer's final review determines the outcome. Lowest of all step outcomes means the lowest outcome of any reviewer decides the overall outcome. So, if anyone rejects a document, the entire workflow is rejected. Initiator options allow the workflow initiator to make changes such as editing the steps and duration defined in the template. Default step completion rules can be set at each step, but you can use this drop-down to apply default. We can also decide how many parallel steps are completed and what happens on the rejection of any step. The reason for issue is applied to any workflow transmittals. Final transmittal outcome allows you to add recipients to the last transmittal at the end of the workflow. These are in addition to those added by the workflow initiator and will be able to view the workflow outcome. Let's build out the workflow steps by dragging and dropping. Steps can be linear or stacked on top of each other for parallel reviews. Let's add a lead reviewer step at the end. We'll set an expected duration for each stage of the review, and this is the number of days the participant has to complete the step before it is overdue. The total duration of the workflow is shown here. Now we'll add the details for each step. Click the arrow icon and enter the step name, something meaningful and widely acceptable. We'll add the reviewer that will complete this step. We can add multiple reviewers or a group. If required, we can also CC non-reviewers to keep them in the loop. Let's complete the remaining step details of the workflow. For each step within the workflow, we can adjust the completion rules. Clicking the arrow icon between the steps changes the completion rule that was set by the default. We can save the template without activating it and finalise the details later. Let's activate it so we can start using it. Once the workflow template is activated, the number of steps and the layout cannot be changed. Congratulations, you're now ready to create your first workflow template. Today we're going to start a workflow, but first we need to identify the documents to be reviewed. Let's head over to the document register and search for them. We'll select the document type as drawing and status as for review. We can select one or more documents to be reviewed. Under transmit, select start a workflow. We can also start workflows from a transmittal we received. Let's find a recent transmittal and select some documents. Let's start the process. Here are the documents we selected earlier. We can add more by clicking here. We can also add supplementary files here. These might be instructions for reviewers or other relevant files that aren't intended for review. Let's click Next. We'll select a template that forms the structure of the workflow. We can search for it by name or organisation. Here's a template we created earlier. On the next screen, we can change the name of the workflow and provide additional instructions for the reviewers. Let's set the reason for issue. Depending on the template, we can make changes to the workflow duration and participants. Let's give the lead reviewer some more time. Now we're happy with the workflow details, let's click Submit to start the workflow. A workflow transmittal will be sent to the participants added in the first stage of the workflow. Congratulations, you're now ready to start your first workflow.